Hello everyone, we are from Group 1 and today we are going to talk about the concept maps of the three topics that we have chosen. The first topic that we are going to talk about will be stakeholder capitalism, and the second one will be servant leadership, and the third one will be in praise of the adaptive leadership.
Good afternoon, Dr. Lopez, Dr. Charlie, and everyone. Today I will be discussing how traditional value creation and stakeholder value creation differ and how stakeholder capitalism reshapes the way businesses approach value creation. Let's begin with traditional value creation. This model is largely profit-centric with a clear focus on increasing shareholder value. It emphasizes short-term focus, shareholder primacy, and market dominance. Short-term focus meaning companies prioritize immediate gains, ensuring quarterly profits and returns are met. Shareholder primacy means that decisions are made with shareholders as the top priority, often at the expense of other stakeholders like employees or the environment. Ultimately, traditional value creation emphasizes market efficiency, achieved through resource allocation, risk management, and cost optimization. While this approach has driven significant economic growth, it tends to overlook long-term sustainability and broader societal impacts. Now, let's contrast this with stakeholder value creation. This approach seeks to include and benefit a broader range of stakeholders. It focuses on inclusive growth, global alignment with sustainable development goals, and community investment. Inclusive growth means that companies commit to diversity and inclusion, ensuring workforce equality and creating opportunities for all, regardless of background. Global alignment with sustainable development goals, meaning that businesses align with global initiatives like the UN SDGs, promoting sustainable practices that contribute to societal well-being. Community investment, meaning that by engaging in local support and investing in community development, companies foster stronger ties with the environments in which they operate. This approach prioritizes ethical collaboration through long-term partnerships, transparency, and accountability. It also embraces multi-stakeholder engagement, ensuring that different groups such as employees, customers, suppliers, and even NGOs are considered in decision-making. A critical component of stakeholder value creation is the principle of ethical collaboration, which encompasses long-term partnerships, transparency and accountability, and multi-stakeholder engagement. Long-term partnerships meaning that businesses work with stakeholders to create enduring value over time, not just for immediate gains. Transparency and accountability means that a stakeholder value creation requires businesses to be transparent in their operations and accountable for their impact. Multi-stakeholder engagement meaning that companies engage with various stakeholder groups, fostering a culture of inclusivity and collective growth. In conclusion, stakeholder capitalism reconceptualizes value creation by moving beyond the narrow lens of profit maximization. It prioritizes inclusive growth, community investment, and ethical collaboration, ensuring that all stakeholders, not just shareholders, benefit from a company's success. Now, my teammate will discuss about the principles of stakeholder capitalism and how they apply in real-world business scenario. Thank you.
Now that my teammate had explained traditional value creation and stakeholder value creation, I will continue by discussing the principles of stakeholder capitalism and how they are applied in real-world business scenarios. First, stakeholder responsibility. Companies must take responsibility for their impact on society and the environment. This means that businesses should focus not just on profits, but also on the well-being of employees, customers, and the environment. By doing so, companies can create long-term value and build trust with all their stakeholders. Second, stakeholder cooperation. No company can succeed alone. Businesses need to collaborate with various stakeholders such as employees, suppliers, and communities to achieve shared goals. This cooperation leads to sustainable growth and strong, long-term relationships. Lastly, emergent competition. Instead of focusing purely on profit-driven competition, businesses can work with stakeholders to solve complex problems such as environmental and social issues. This type of collaboration encourages innovation and strengthens the company's position in the market over the long term. Now, let's look at some real-world examples of how these principles come to life in businesses. First, multi-stakeholder engagement. In stakeholder capitalism, companies work with a variety of groups, employees, customers, suppliers, and even governments to create value. For example, where businesses collaborate with NGOs on sustainability projects, they create long-term value that benefits everyone involved. Second, the problem of the dominant group. In traditional capitalism, companies often prioritize investors at the expense of other stakeholders. Freeman critiques this approach, highlighting that focusing solely on one group can harm employees, communities, and the environment. For long-term success, it's crucial to balance the interests of all stakeholders. Finally, liberal democracy and business. In stakeholder capitalism, balancing business interests within liberal democracy can be challenging. Freeman suggests that relying too much on government intervention can lead to overregulation. Instead, businesses need to engage responsibly with their stakeholders to create value without depending heavily on state regulation. In conclusion, stakeholder capitalism redefines how companies create value by considering the interests of all stakeholders, not just shareholders. This approach ensures long-term success through cooperation, responsibility, and sustainability. Thank you.
Alright, next, for topic 2, the focal question will be how do servant leadership behaviors influence organizational performance and societal impact? The performance through servitude is driven by servant leadership behaviors. So these behaviors composed of listening, empathy, emotional healing, followers' needs prioritization, growth empowerment, ethical behavior, independence, and also community value creation. Listening can build trust within the organization, which improves the decision-making efficiency. Next, we're going to talk about empathy. Empathy improves the well-being of the employees, which boosts organizational loyalty. If we're going to talk about empathy, the example will be Paul, a farmer who empathized with the poor community. He served and worked alongside them, which leads to community development. And then third, we're going to talk about emotional healing. Emotional healing fosters supportive culture, which promotes resiliency and also engagement. Next, we're going to talk about prioritization on followers' needs. This can improve job satisfaction of the followers, which therefore leads to higher retention and also performance. Next, we're going to talk about growth empowerment. Growth empowerment can drive continuous innovation which will benefit the company. For example, under Herb Kelleher, Southwest Airlines empower employees, fostering innovation and also encourage them to take the initiative. Next, we're going to talk about ethical behavior. This will build the integrity within the organization, which actually affects the stakeholder trust in a positive way. And then independence empowers autonomy and creativity on followers. For example, Marco Alvera empowered his employee at SNAM, giving them freedom to act independently, which contribute to company's success. Lastly, servant leadership also embraces community value creation, which will benefit the society.
For impact on organizational performance, servant leadership directly influences various parts of organizational performance. It increases team effectiveness, reduces turnover rates, and enhancing employee engagement. It promotes an ethical organizational culture and fosters innovation and creative problem solving. Servant leadership practice like listening build trust, fostering collaboration, and better decision making. Prioritizing employees' emotional well-being, creating a supportive culture, enhancing engagement, job certification, and resilience. Open communication and ethical behavior strengthen internal trust, which in turn outward, fostering stakeholder trust as well. As for social impact, the influence of servant leadership extends beyond organizational boundaries. It plays a crucial role in community development, social justice, and empowering marginalized groups. through environmental stewardship and robust CSR initiatives, organizations contribute to sustainable development goals. Emphasizing ethical behavior and integrity builds trust, thresholds for effective CSR initiatives. Servant leadership fosters innovations that address the social issues like sustainable products benefiting the environment. For example, Mother Teresa's servant leadership through the missionaries of charity, showing how selfless service can drive global social change by aiding the hungry, homeless, and the marginalized. In a word, by adapting these principles, organizations achieve strong internal performance while contributing to social progress, highlighting the link between organizational practice and well-being.
Topic 3, focal question. How do the four leadership capabilities, sense-making, relating, visioning, and innovating, contribute to effective leaderships? It starts with the core idea of effective leadership, which is based on the four capabilities leadership framework. Effective leadership states that great leaders balance four essential capabilities: sense-making, relating, visioning, and innovating. Sense-making it is defined as understanding the external context awareness and mapping complex environment. External context awareness helps leaders be aware of market trends and customer needs. This improves organizational awareness and improves decision-making efficiency. Complex environments, navigating ambiguity and evolving conditions requires continuous learning and adaptation. Continuous adaptation enables effective decision-making, draws organizations to respond quickly to change. An example given is John Reed of Citibank, who increased write-offs after consulting experts, demonstrating the importance of continuous sense-making. Relating is about building interpersonal trust and shared understanding. Interpersonal trust enhances team cohesion, which promotes resiliency and engagement within team. Cross-function collaboration encourages shared understanding between departments. Example: Angelica shares the leadership model using inquiry and advocacy, doubled profit and bolstered employee satisfaction, showing how relational leadership builds trust and improves performance. Visioning involves creating, comparing future scenarios, and inspiring organizational alignment. Comparing future scenarios motivates innovation and change. Organizational alignment leads to higher performance by providing a unified strategy for focus. Collective commitment inspires teams to follow a shared purpose. An example is in South Africa, leaders employed visioning to unite diverse groups around a shared goal of sustainable growth, demonstrating its ability to align stakeholders. Innovating focuses on encouraging creativity and designing systems that support innovation. Vision alignment translates ideas into action-able workflows that lead to innovative workflows. transformative ideas, create systems that foster continuous improvement and organizational groups. An example is Perry Online Bears a Bay, which changed shopping and helping many people make a living. The concurring emphasizes that the 4K leadership model encourages leaders to balance those skills rather than master all aspects of leadership. By practicing those 4K, leaders can make their organizations to success in a changing world, using leadership capabilities for innovation.
The concept maps are supported with several researches that has been done to validate the contents. We would like to thank you for giving us your attention on our presentation. We hope you have a great day ahead. Thank you.